Hi, I'm Dave Devereaux. I worked with Joel Boykin many years ago at Detroit Public Television when we were both children just beginning our careers. And you knew right from the get-go that Joel was going to be a success because she was always ready to go, eager to learn, and willing to teach others.
I came to Detroit 31 years ago. Wow, 31 years ago, in a few days it'll be 31 years ago. Joel was always there. She was always there with the camera.
Well, I say this, I don't know that I would have been at BET without Joel Boykin. Joel was the one who hustled to create the Detroit crew for Black Entertainment Television News.
Ed Gordon, BET News.
Oh my God, I was an intern at Channel 4 in the late 80s. And I mean, when I saw Joel Boykin, I'm like, oh my God, there's a black woman with a camera. I've been in the business over 30 years now, and I've not seen another one working for a major network.
Joel Boykin, history making, she is the first African-American female to work for a major network affiliate in this major market of Detroit, and that was NBC. And she's also worked for the ABC affiliate and I believe the CBS as well. But Joel certainly has been a trailblazer, a definitive trailblazer.
First of all, she worked in a field that was dominated by white males. The color barrier did get broken with black males. And then here comes Joel, a black female. I oftentimes tell people that I had more African Americans working for me than any other television newsroom in the top 10 market in the United States of America. And I think people like Joel was most people that gave me power through their ability to get the job done, because I could count on them. But you gotta remember that during that time, that was the time that Channel 4 became #1. And it's held that position, and it got there through the toil and work of a lot of African Americans like Joel.
I loved working with Joel because she is meticulous about lighting, about composing the shot, and when we work together at WDIV, she loves spot news. Joel has great presence of mind, a great calm at the center of her being, and that always helped with a difficult interview or shoot. That presence of mind is why I can tell this story today. We were on Jefferson Avenue in the throes of the out-of-control celebration for the Pistons' second NBA championship. I was driving and I asked Joel to get out of the car and shoot the crowd trying to overturn the car in front of us. Joel never hesitated. She grabbed her camera and found a spot to shoot without further inciting the crowd, and then followed them as they went to the next car, our crew car. She kept rolling as they climbed onto the car, beat in the roof and the windows with baseball bats and tire irons. And thank God she did, because I'm not sure anyone would have ever believed us without the tape. When Joel saw that I was injured and bleeding, she ran to the car. She pulled me out of the driver's seat, threw me in the back, and drove through that crowd to take me to the police and help. Joel, it is no exaggeration to say that you saved my life that night. I will always be grateful for you. What you did was nothing short of heroic. Thank you, my friend, and congratulations on joining the Silver Circle.
This is the story photographer Joel Boykin and I set out to cover, a story of joy and celebration for the Pistons championship. But in the city of Detroit, this is what we found: flashing lights, streets littered with glass, and victims of violence. Here at Chalmers Metro Drive, police subdue a man who threw a rock through a cop car. The real bad boys were on Jefferson Avenue near Beaufait. They turned over the car in front of us. Joel got out of our marked news car to photograph the incident. I stayed behind the wheel. Once those people were done with that car, they turned to our news car and tried to turn it over. And I experienced the most horrifying 2 minutes of my life. This is why Joel wanted me to get into the car. Those hoodlums out there kicked in all the windows of our news car, and I got hit in the face by the flying glass. 2 Detroit policemen took me to Detroit Receiving Hospital, Sergeant Martin Joseph and Officer Ronald Novak. At Detroit Receiving Hospital, I was just one of many victims who went through there all night and all morning. Dr. Robert Welsh took care of me, and aside from this little ugly cut on my forehead, I'm okay, but I can tell you, Mike, that I am very angry about what I saw happen not only to me, but to other people out in the streets of Detroit tonight.